How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to find out how the Netherlands will end world hunger. So the video's called right here, End of World Hunger. This is how the Netherlands feeds the world. How do they do that, guys? Right? That's the question. That's what we're going to find out today, which I have heard, let's see. I have heard a couple things about like how they do produce like the most amount of food for export than any other country, which is crazy because it's only half the size of the state of Indiana that I live in. That's like their whole country, right? Like that's crazy to me. Anyways, we're gonna find out right here. The original channel is called iTech right here. So go ahead and check that out. There will be a link in the description section down below, as always, which you've heard me say that before. And if you haven't, that means you're new to the channel, so I'll go ahead and invite you to like and hit subscribe. Hit that notification bell even if you don't want to miss out on this content. So we're going to find out right now on the Greatest American Reacts channel that ever lived or ever existed. I guess the channel's not alive. Well, I guess the channel kind of is alive, but it's thriving, guys. Let's do it.
According to experts, in order to feed the world in 2050, we will need to produce the same amount of food as we had in the last 8,000 years combined. This really puts everything into perspective.
At a time when 270 million
Wow.
people are on the brink of starvation, with conflict a major cause, compounded with climate extremes, and exacerbated by COVID, this task has never been more difficult nor more urgent.
So now you may ask, what is the solution? We are facing a huge challenge, especially now with the growth of the population, which comes with changes in consumption behavior.
Yeah, so that is crazy. So we have to make to last to 2050. We have to make the same amount of food that we've made for the last 8,000 years. That brings me to another topic or another thought that I just had. So there's more people alive today right now than has ever lived and died together. So like the entire history of humanity that's been alive and died, whatever. There's more people alive today than has ever lived and died in the past combined. That is an insane thought to me. And that kind of makes sense going to what that's probably why we have to make the same food that we've made for the last 8,000 years, because there's more people alive today than ever existed before. Like it's just it's a hard concept to wrap your mind around for sure.
How do we ensure food production during this climate change crisis? The real secret is sustainable production. If we want to do it the correct way, we need to find a viable agricultural method which should use fewer fertilizers, less pesticides, and less water. It has to be sustainable, otherwise we will destroy our planet. Securing the food supply is one of the most important problems the world needs to solve right now. And this small country is proud to say it has become an unexpected food superpower and may hold some of the answers for how to deal with this global issue.
Yeah, so it's just crazy because it's such a small country, guys. It's so small, but they do big things. Shout out to the Dutchies, okay?
So stick with us till the end to see how the Netherlands became the world's #2 food export.
Oh, number 2. Okay, my bad. I thought it was number 1. Maybe misinformation. Maybe I heard the wrong thing from a video. Maybe they're wrong here. I don't know. Let me know down below. It's what the viewers are great for, because a lot of times these videos are wrong, and I love getting comments where people correct a video, because otherwise I would just take it for what it is and assume that whatever they're saying is facts. So when it's not, it's nice to hear about it. So let me know if there's any information that's not right in this.
Consider this. What if everyone on Earth would have the diet of an average American? This would require all habitable land to be used for agriculture. And we'd still be approximately 40% short on food.
Yeah.
These numbers apply only to our current global population.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Americans, we got big appetites over here, guys. You've probably heard about it, but yeah, not all of us, obviously, but there's just, as an average, as a whole, across the whole of humanity, Americans can eat.
Imagine the scenario when, by 2050, there will be 2 more billion people. That doesn't sound good, does it? Well,
Crazy.
The key is efficiency. That's exactly how the plant sciences managed to become a pillar in the sustainable agriculture sector.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Idiocracy? If not, check it out. It's a good movie. But it's kind of like that in real life. Like the smart people aren't breeding because they're too busy working and this and that and whatever. And then you got all these idiots out here just reproducing. So as the population is increasing, the stupidity level and the stupidity level rises, the IQ levels drop, because it's evolution in the sense of, like, you know, if you got a bunch of idiots breeding, well, you're gonna have idiot kids, and those idiot kids are gonna go mess with other idiot, not kids, but they grow up as adults. They go mess with other idiot adults and procreate and make more idiot kids, whereas the smart people are just busy trying to advance society and this and that. They don't have time for children outside of their work and all this. So the course of humanity as a whole these days, the IQ levels dropping because, you know, back in the day, people would procreate and they would be smart about it. If they couldn't afford it to make offspring, they just wouldn't do it, right? So, but nowadays it's different. The rap music and this and that, and the media is promoting sex to the point that just everybody's out here getting pregnant left and right. I'm gonna get backlash in the comments for this, but I don't know how else to say it. You know, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
It was a very close collaboration between the government, scientific organizations, and industry. Everyone involved in the system was aligned and embraced innovation to achieve this shared goal, and this pushed efficiency to a level unmatched anywhere else in the world. Let's take tomatoes, for example, which gives us a great insight on how they produce food in a sustainable way. According to Ernst van den Ende, if you produce tomatoes on an open field in Spain, you will end up at the end of the harvest season with roughly 4 kilograms of tomatoes per square meter. Whereas when produces in a high-tech greenhouse in the Netherlands, you will have 80 kilograms per square meter, which is 20 times more.
Yeah, go vertical, right? Instead of just, you know, using the land flat, grow vertical like they're doing in greenhouses. You have vertical space. Everybody has unlimited vertical space, really, unless you hit the actual space, and then you're out there floating, of course. But you can't build buildings that tall anyway, so that's not even an issue. But yeah, man, people are smart in the Netherlands. Like, that's why I enjoy the country. That's why I'm just awestruck at just learning about the Netherlands, guys.
And the best part is that they use 4 times less water compared to the open field situation.
Efficiency.
This is a critical factor because water is the greatest challenge we face. I assume you drink coffee. Do you know how much water has been used in order to produce that single cup of coffee? If you don't know, let me amaze you. Approximately 150 liters of water is used just for that coffee you had this morning. So it's understandable why cutting-edge technologies really offer the possibility of producing a large amount of food per square meter in a sustainable way.
Now, that's a lot of water just for my coffee, guys. Now, this is my second cup today. I know it's an indisposable thing. I got it from the gas station, but I like to reuse them because they're styrofoam. They got a lid on there. I don't have to worry about anything getting in it, whatever, and it stays, you know, warm. But this is my second cup, and this is bigger than a normal cup of coffee. It's probably twice the size. So 150, 300, we're talking 600 kilometers of water or kilometers of water, or whatever that measurement was. That's a lot. That's a lot.
The Dutch led the world in tomato yield, using a fraction of the water used by other countries. But it's not just tomatoes. They are the largest producer of chilies, green peppers, and cucumbers in the world. Potatoes, onions, and carrots are ranked 5th. The list goes on, but the bottom line is that they were able to get much more out of so little.
Yeah, and speaking of carrots, guys, if you haven't figured it out by now, or you haven't seen a video or whatever, carrots are only orange because of the Dutch. Yeah. They made them orange. That's crazy. Before that, they were like white or purple or something. I don't remember for sure, but very interesting.
This is excellent news. Most people are aware that greenhouses allow growers to fine-tune every detail, but the Netherlands takes it to the next level. They perfected the greenhouse as an ideal environment for constantly testing and implementing all kinds of ways to optimize growth of their crops. From things as simple as testing what shades of LED lights can increase pest resistance and improve nutritional value, to things as crazy as moth-killing drones. As a result, they are currently not using any pesticides that can effectively kill moths.
Moth-killing drones? What? That is crazy. That's cool. Like, that's a small drone too. Like, it'd be fun to just fly it around.
Moths eventually turn into caterpillars, which may cause significant harm to a variety of crops. And the drone has proven to be an invaluable tool in finding them. There is a constant drive to innovate in order to develop better and more effective farming systems. They even started to remove human touch entirely. Some of the most recent technologies rely on artificial intelligence, AI, to understand plant behavior and constantly modify conditions without any input from the farmer.
That's pretty cool. And it's saving money. You don't have to pay employees. And I'm sure nothing against humans, but you know, we're not as efficient as AI, guys. I mean, it is as efficient as the Dutch like to think they are, guys. No offense. But robots might just be more efficient, right? But then again, that I guess that does prove the Dutch efficiency, because the Dutch are so efficient that they recognize the fact that humans have air, and they implemented the AI. Yeah.
They even have a department store where different air condition is being tested. Different sensors are used that they can actually measure the activity of the plants. Based on the activity of the plants, the computer actually controls the entire climate itself.
Nice.
The key to solving our global food challenge is not just relying on super efficient food producers to carry the weight for everyone else, but learning and embracing this technology. Thanks to water recirculation, vertical farms can minimize water consumption by up to 90%. This is a significant improvement, since typical farms account for 70% of the world's water consumption. While new technology does paint a
I'm sorry. So typical farms use 70% of the entire world's water by farming. Wow. That's a big number.
account for 70% of the world's water consumption. While new technology does paint a promising picture for the future, there are still a few question marks and drawbacks surrounding futuristic farming. LED technology is an advancement that allows for vertical farms in the first place. In comparison to conventional lighting, such as incandescent and fluorescent light bulbs, LEDs are more efficient, last longer, and emit less heat and ultraviolet radiation.
And that's a fact, guys. If you notice, a lot of this is set up just like people would set up their grow houses for the marijuanas. Not advocating or promoting or anything like that. Not, you know, I used to smoke. I currently don't, but I am aware that the technology definitely comes from this kind of industry. And of course, the Netherlands, Amsterdam, stuff like that is very well known for, you know, the marijuana in the worldwide sense. I think maybe California and Colorado starting to top that now. I don't know for sure, but it's the same thing. You know, you got the vertical, you know, growing space. You got the LED lights, all the efficiency involved. Yeah, premium, guys, premium.
However, LEDs need some energy. A research from 2021 stated that greenhouse growers typically use 15 to 20 times as much energy than outdoor farmers.
Well, yeah.
Whereas vertical farms in Arizona consume slightly more than 100 times as much energy.
Well, because the energy from the sun is free, and in here, whether it doesn't matter how efficient an LED light is, it's never free unless, well, I mean, maybe you could use solar panels up top to capture the energy and then transfer that energy into the LED light. That would probably offset a lot of that, but I don't know for sure the efficiency level. I'm not a data analysis or like an engineer or anything like that by any means. I'm just a YouTube reactor, guys.
The truth is, indoor farms are unlikely to replace traditional agriculture anytime soon, with agriculture accounting for up to 1/3 of the greenhouse gas emissions, and a major cause of deforestation and environmental degradation. Indoor vertical farming may be a viable solution. How do you think the future of farming will look like?
What do you guys think? What's your input on that? What is the future of farming, not just in the Netherlands, but the United States? Because I know there's a whole thing with the farmer protest over there. Um, uh, what is it? Mike De Ruyter, something like that. You know, the guy in charge in the Netherlands, right? The guy at the top there, not the king, but the prime minister. He's trying to curb the whole nitrogen emissions and stuff like that, and a lot of backlash from the farmers. That's a whole thing. Let me know down below. You guys have a super fun, awesome day, and I'll certainly catch you in the next one. Take care, bye.